Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is one of the most fun videos. Like when I say fun, I mean I genuinely enjoy making these videos so much, because if you can't tell from the title, today's video I'm going to compare like similar products basically to each other and tell you that if you've tried a specific type or one of the specific ones that I'm talking about, the other one is pretty similar to that. So we are going to talk about like similar-ish products in this video, where I'm going to tell you basically the similarities. We have some dupes, sort of. I think there is just one which I would really call a dupe, because like one of it is expensive and the other one is way more affordable. But others I feel like are similar price points, but I'll tell you how they compare to each other and which one I would prefer. In some of these cases I will choose one over the other. In other cases I actually can't choose between them. So we're going to talk all about it. I'm very excited about today's video, so let's jump into it. We'll start with the only makeup similar product that I have to talk about. I wouldn't really call it a dupe, I would call it an alternative. So basically, if you are like a newer subscriber or viewer of my channel, you would not know about this, but the Colorbar matte blush in the shade Veiled Merlot is like truly one of my absolute favorite blushes of all time, which is unfortunately discontinued, and I completely used up mine. So when I did find out that I cannot like basically purchase it ever again, I was so heartbroken, but I was also determined to find another matte blush with a similar color basically that can do the same thing for me. And that is when I discovered Essence the blush, which is half the price. That one I think I paid around 600-700 for, which is again pretty affordable considering it took me like a long time to use up that blush, and I'm pretty sure this one is going to last me a long time as well. But this is in the shade Befitting, and I will insert photos on the screen. When I still had the Colorbar blush and I bought this one, I did take a lot of photos, like side by side swatches of the pan, etc. So I will insert that footage on the screen for you to see. They are not the same, but on the skin they look similar-ish to each other, and also I can use them for the same kind of makeup looks. This one, even though it looks a little bit more pink, it is still something that like on the cheeks, for example, when I'm wearing it right now, I've used more of it, which is why it looks more pink. But with certain makeup looks it looks more nude. It also depends on how much product you're putting on your cheeks, etc. And it is a beautiful nude pink blush that I absolutely love. It's so versatile. I can wear it with every single makeup look, similar to the Colorbar one also. And I personally think that if you are looking for a good nude blush, an affordable one that too, which is under 500 rupees, you don't need to look any further. Just get this one and you will not be disappointed at all. So highly recommend that one. Let's move on next to talk about some more similar-ish products. I want to quickly talk about this one because it's a very exciting one. If you don't know, in these videos I have spoken multiple times, and even apart from these videos, in so many videos I have spoken about my favorite nighttime moisturizer. This is the DeTan Ceramides and Hyaluronic Acid Skin Barrier Repair Plus Face Cream. I have gone through multiple tubes of this, and I have repurchased this also like so many times. I think I have like 2 backups even right now at this point of time in my collection, and there are I think 2 or 4 more coming in the mail as well. So like I said, I absolutely love this moisturizer so freaking much. But when I saw this moisturizer from Dermaco, this is the 4% Urea Deep Moisturizing Cream, I knew this would either be similar to the Foxtale Comfort Zone, which is also discontinued, or it would be similar to the DeTan one. And I'm here to tell you that these two are very similar to each other in terms of the texture, consistency, the way they go on the skin. Now I can tell you that this one is great to use in the daytime as well, during the winters, if your skin is a little bit more drier, or generally also if you have dry skin, this would work both morning and night. I have more normal combination skin, and this is my nighttime moisturizer, because in the daytime I will use something like an oil-free moisturizer, which is like a gel based one. So this specific one I haven't used in the morning yet, so I cannot tell you how this is gonna work for that. But in the night time, both of them are basically like interchangeable to me. That being said, I want to let you know one distinguishing factor between the two, and I don't know if you'll have the same experience that I will or not, so that is completely subjective. But this one, if it gets close to my eye region, can sting a little bit, whereas that has never ever happened with this one. So for me personally, if I had to choose between the two, I would choose Dot & Key because it is easier, like around my eye region, does not sting at all, whereas this one does. So after I use this tube, I will probably not repurchase it because I can just continue using this. But if you are someone who already owns this and loves it, I want to let you know that this one is similar. And for some people, I've heard in my comments that this makes your skin dark. That's never happened to me, but if this one doesn't suit you, check out this one, because all the amazing things I've told you about this one also applies to the Dermaco. It's just that the eye stinging sensitivity thing, it could be just a personal thing, just for me personally, I don't know. Also, this one has lactic acid, apart from, like, this one doesn't have any lactic acid. This is not going to be an exfoliating moisturizer because lactic acid is also hydrating. So I think that's the reason why they put this in here. I don't know what in this product is causing the eye stinging and sensitivity, but I just want to let you know the comparison between the two so you can make up your mind accordingly. But if you already know and love this one is going to be very, very similar. So basis of that, you can decide if you want to try it out or not. You don't need to have both. You can just choose between one or the other, because like I said again, they're both basically the same thing, and they're also the same-ish price point. Actually, you know what, they're not exactly the same. This is $395 for 100 grams. This is $329 also for 100 grams. Both of them do buy one get one offers or buy two get two offers, when you can get them at a better deal. Of course, they're like around 60-70 rupees ka difference, but because of the eye stinging, I will pay 60-70 rupees extra and just go ahead with this one. So yeah, I wanted to let you know the comparison between those two. Let's quickly talk about a body care product which I also discovered and fell in love with, and I know a lot of people are absolutely in love with it. It's no surprise that the Plum Body Love and Vanilla Caramello Body Lotion became a favorite ever since it has launched, and people absolutely love it and are obsessed with it. So when I tried this out, it reminded me a lot of this perfume, or other body mist I should say, which I bought quite a while back. I bought a decant of it actually. It's the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream scent basically. So I did buy a decant of that specific body mist to try out the smell, and even though I didn't like it because it was so intense, this one is probably going to be very, very similar to the Boom Boom Cream body butter, but at a much more affordable price. So if you are looking at getting that scent but at a steal of a deal and much lesser price, you can definitely check out this one. This is the 400 ml bottle, by the way. Also comes in a smaller size, I think, on Nykaa. For some reason I haven't seen the smaller size on their website, but it's available on Nykaa, so you can decide which size you want to get and try it out. But I actually quite like this scent. Like, the Plum version is much better and a little bit more milder, versus the Sol de Janeiro scent was so intense, which is why I didn't like it at all. This one actually grew on me as I kept using it, and now it's like basically almost done. There is, I think, a little bit left in the bottom, which my mom will probably empty, but smells very, very amazing. And now they also have a perfume, basically a Vanilla Caramello EDP, so you can check that out if you want like a dupe of the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream scent at a much affordable price. So yes, I just wanted to quickly mention this as well, because you definitely don't need to spend Sol de Janeiro pricing when Plum has got you covered. Let's move on next and talk about sunscreen. Now, these two sunscreens I feel like are quite similar to each other. They are definitely not the same in terms of the formulation. They're quite different, but both of them are my favorites. The Aqualogica DeTan sunscreen, which is the red one, I absolutely love so much. It's a very nice lightweight consistency, which is not going to leave any kind of white cast, works really well under my makeup. 2, and I have tried out the airless pump packaging. I do want to repurchase it in their tube packaging, but I love this sunscreen so freaking much. And when I was recently using it and I used up mine, right after that I started using the Foxtale Cover Up Mattifying sunscreen, and they feel so similar when you basically pump it in your hand and you get your 2-finger length. When you start applying it, this one definitely feels like a little bit more pasty, not in a bad way, but this is a higher SPF, so you have to also keep in mind that if you're getting an SPF which is higher, like this is SPF 70, it is going to be a little bit more on the pastier side just initially when you're applying it, but it blends on very beautifully onto the skin once you blend it completely. Also does not leave any kind of white cast, works really well under my makeup too, very similar to the Aqualogica DeTan sunscreen in that way. So I personally feel like, even though I cannot pick one between the two, and I will probably continue to buy both of them and repurchase both of them. My Aqualogica one is also empty. I've already recycled at this point. This one I actually got it out of my empties to show it to you. It's completely empty, and I will be repurchasing both of the sunscreens, but I also kind of feel like they are similar to each other. If you want a higher SPF, you can get this one. If you want something that comes in a value size, then you can probably get the Aqualogica one, because that comes in an 80-gram size too. And yes, I wanted to kind of speak about these two as well, because I do feel like the way they perform on the skin in terms of how it blends with your skincare, the way it works underneath makeup, those aspects are quite similar to each other. So that's why I wanted to talk about them. And our last similar products category is oil-free moisturizers, and I have two oil-free moisturizers to talk about. One is a tried and true holy grail favorite, and the other is something that I've tried out more recently, and I can like very confidently tell you, even though I've not used the second one too much, I know it's going to be very similar to the OG. The OG which I'm speaking about is the Dr. Sheths Ceramide and Vitamin C Oil-Free Moisturizer. Now the other variants from them, like the Gulab and Glycolic Acid one or the Kesar and Kojic Acid one, are also very similar to this one, which is the Ceramide and Vitamin C variant. The Cica and Ceramide Oil-Free Moisturizer is a little bit different. It's not exactly the same to these two, so I wanted to let you know the distinction. But these are the OG oil-free moisturizers in the market. And recently, Dermaco has also come out with their oil-free moisturizer. This is called the 5% Propylene Oil-Free Moisturizer. And this one comes in a much bigger size, like you can see in comparison to this. This is the 50-gram size, and this specific variant also comes in the 80-gram size. But this is 100 grams, and we will probably compare the value of these and see which one is a better value. I just feel like out of the bat I can tell you this is a better value, because this actually, you know what, the pricing is not mentioned anywhere on here, and I don't want to share like wrong information, which is why I will probably wait to do a comparison on the value on these and then tell you which is a better value versus the other. But the texture and consistency on these two is very similar. The effectiveness is also pretty similar. I want to say they are both lightweight gel moisturizers, work well with you know, different sunscreens. And if you have oily skin, combination skin, normal skin, and you're looking for a good oil-free moisturizer, either of those would work really well for you, and you can pick and choose one based on which brand you prefer to buy from, if there is an ongoing sale, and definitely whichever is a better value for your money. So like, how many grams are you getting for what price? And also, of course, this is a bigger tube, so you will go through it less quickly. And another product I wanted to talk about, since I know some of you asked me about K-Beauty skincare, the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Gel Cream is also very similar to these. Of course, that one would be a little bit more pricier if you buy it in India. It's around, I think, 1000 or 1200 or 1500, something like that for 100 grams. This is like 1/5 of the price of that, so definitely would recommend this one, or even this one for that matter, in terms of the value and the price that you're getting, for the quantity and even the accessibility. Of course, if you're buying from an Indian brand, it's going to be more accessible versus Isntree, which is like K-beauty, and only specific websites sell K-beauty and you can't directly buy from Isntree in India. So yes, do all keep all those factors in mind. I feel like all these three moisturizers are basically very similar to each other. So that is it. Those were all the products I wanted to talk about in today's video. There could actually be a few more that I could all talk about in one video, but then the video overall would be quite long. So this is part 3 in this series, and part 4 is going to be coming very soon. I could do it like literally next week, but I don't want to do them like all together, so I'll probably wait for a couple of weeks before making the video on part 4. So stay tuned for that, and let me know if you've been enjoying this series. I will make a playlist on all of them and add all the videos basically, so you can go ahead and check out the playlist as well down below in the description box in case you want to watch the previous videos that I've done similar to this. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below if you found this helpful. If you have also tried out some of these combos, let me know if you also find them to be similar or not. I would love to know your thoughts. And that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye. My hair is such a mess. Bye.